Today I'm going to talk about the application of color and emotions in art therapy. First of all, I will divide the following points into the following parts, which are the importance of colors in psychology, visual examples, research motivation and purpose, the association of color with emotional states, and the use of color in art therapy. Color acts directly on the limbic system of the brain as a visual stimulus, thus influencing our emotional responses and mental states. For example, red can increase heartbeats, be excited, or create a sense of alertness, while blue is often associated with serenity and serenity. Different colors can affect emotional responses, such as red for excitement and blue for serenity. Warm tones inspire vitality and warmth, while cool tones smooth anxiety and create calm. The cool tones, such as blue and green, tend to have a calming and smoothing effect and have been shown to help relieve anxiety and create a stable, relaxing atmosphere. Therefore, the reasonable combination of warm and cold color can not only improve the aesthetic effects of the space, but also adjust people's psychological states according to the needs of specific sense and enhance the overall sense of experience. In spatial design and environmental psychology, the use of color often has a significant impact on people's mood and psychological states. A study by University of Texas states that warm colors such as red, orange, and yellow often bring feelings of comfort and excitement to people. Not only does this shade add warmth to the space, but it also promotes a positive emotional responses and makes people feel more energized. For example, the red turns warmth, comfort, and excitement from red and orange. The blue-green turns brings the calming and calming effects of blue and green. Also, we have the natural balance of gray and beige in different shades. Overall, the emotional triggers shows the colors elicit emotional feelings through visual stimulate. Let's talk about the research motivation and purpose. For example, some people with depression tend to prefer gray tones, while people with anxiety tend to prefer softer, cooler tones, and these choices can reflect the underlying emotional states. After years of research, color psychology has been widely used in daily life and design, whether it's commercial brand design, interior decoration, or user interface design. Color plays a visual role. In advertising and brand design, different colors are used to convey specific brand emotions and values, influencing customers' purchasing decisions. For example, red is often used to induce a sense of urgency and attention, while blue is used to convey a sense of trust and reliability. In interior design, warm tones such as red, orange, and yellow are often used to create a warm, energetic atmosphere, while cool colors such as blue and green are often used in office and leisure space to promote focus and reduce anxiety. In user interface design, color is not only the embodiment of visual aesthetics, but also directly affects the user's experience. Reasonable color matching can improve the clarity and readability of the interface and enhance the user's interactive satisfaction. For example, many apps and websites will choose a green button to convey a continue or confirm message to make users feel comfortable and safe. Overall, color psychology has been used very well in life in and design, providing scientific support for people's visual experience and emotional interaction. Although there has been a lot of research in the field of psychology on the effects of color on mood, especially how colors can trigger excitement, smooth anxiety, or stimulate comfort. The potential of systematically applying these research results to assist psychotherapy in art therapy is still not fully explored. As a nonverbal form of expression, color can play a unique role in emotional expression, emotion recognition, and self acceptance. However, how to organically integrate these color theories into treatment methods and make them more systematic, personalized, and operable in the treatment process is still a difficult research point. Exploring this area will help therapists better understand the potential value of a color in emotional regulation and self-expression. For example, developing a standardized framework for color selection or developing personalized color treatment protocols can help patients with different emotional needs or have a more effective treatment experience. At the same time, the study of how to adjust the application of color according to the specific emotional states of patients and treatment goals is also accepted to improve the efficacy of art therapy and promote the scientific development of this field. To show how color can be used as part of art therapy tools to help patients express emotions and release stress in a subtle way is our objective. In this way, color becomes a medium of patients to better understand and express themselves. In healing effects, color acts as a nonverbal medium for patients to express themselves in psychotherapy, and through the selection and use of the colors, patients can more intuitively convey the underlying emotions and inner world. The use of color not only simulates memories and emotional associations, but also helps patients visualize emotions and experiences that are difficult to express in words. In this process, color becomes a mirror of emotions, allowing patients to understand themselves more deeply through visual experience. In addition, the change and blending of colors can help patients explore the inner emotions layer, guiding them to better connect with their own needs, hopes, and unrecognized emotions. This process of self exploration not only promotes self awareness but also creates a safe and accepting space for the patient's inner world to be expressed. The application of color in art therapy has great potential, and it may be further expanded in many aspects in the future. First, color can be used as an emotions recognition tool, and through the patient's color choices and preference, therapists are able to identify and analyze underlying emotional states, allowing for more targeted treatment plans. Second, color may be combined visual reality and augmented reality technologies to create an immersive therapeutic environment that allows patients to explore and express their emotions more freely in a virtual space. Through this process, patients are able to experience and adjust the emotional impact of color more directly, leading to more effective emotional channeling and cognitive transformation. In addition, color may be combined with biofeedback to help patients perceive and manage emotional responses instantly. For example, when the system detects an increase in a patient's stress level, it can automatically adjust the tones of the screen or environment to smooth the mood. Color can also be combined with the latest advance in neuroscience research to help therapists more scientifically apply color to trigger specific psychological responses by understanding the brain's response to color, further enhancing the effectiveness of treatment. Overall, with the advancement of technology and psychological research, the future application of color in art therapy will be more diversified and precise, providing new possibilities for emotion management, self exploration, and mental health. In the relationship between colors and emotion states, people with depression tend to prefer gray tones, and this color preference is partly a reflection of their state of mind. Gray is a neutral color that lacks vitality and does not have a strong emotional impact, which corresponds to the flatness, helplessness, and loss of interest that are commonly felt in depressed patients. Choosing a gray tone may be a silent expression of the patient's inner world, reflecting their sense of exhaustion, isolation from the outside world. In addition, gray tones can also bring a certain psychological protective effect, helping depressed patients to avoid mood swing and maintain a calm but depressed state of mind. Psychotherapists are able to capture the patient's emotional state as an entry point for communication by understanding the patient's color preference. For example, by encouraging patients to try other colors gradually, it can help them make psychological changes and simulate their inner emotions with vitality. Therefore, gray preference is not only a simple color choice, but also an internal manifestation of the emotional states of patients with depression, which helps therapists to understand the feelings of patients and formulate a treatment plan that is more suitable for their needs. People with anxiety tend to choose cooler colors such as blue, green, and purple, which often express the needs of emotional smoothing and inner peace. Cool tones have a calming and relaxing effect, which can reduce tension and relieve in the inner stress and anxiety of anxiety sufferers. Blue, especially light blue, is often thought to have a calming effect, reminiscent of the vastness and calm of the sky and sea, while green is associated with nature, providing a sense of balance, tranquility, and helping to relieve stress. This code color preference can be seen as an unconscious choices by patients to self-regulate their emotions and a reflection of their psychological needs in the face of anxiety. By choosing cool colors, people with anxiety disorders seek a way of psychological comfort and emotional protection, trying to maintain inner balance with the help of colors. Therapists can use this color preference to add cool elements to the therapeutic environment to help patients relax and create a safe and tranquil therapeutic atmosphere that makes it easier for patients to explore and express their emotions. These choices of colors not only reflect the patient's intrinsic needs, but also provides an effective emotional guidance tools for therapy. Analyzing emotional states through color selection is an effective way to assess emotions, which can reveal the internal psychological needs and emotional tendencies of individuals. Different colors are closely related to specific emotions, and color preference can reflect people's emotional states. For example, people who prefer bright color such as yellow and orange tend to be more positive and cheerful, while people who choose dark or cool colors such as gray and blue may be in a state of anxiety and depression. This preference is partly a reflection of the individual's current psychological state and emotional needs. In psychotherapy, color choices can be a bridge between the patients and the therapist. For example, people with depression may have a preference for low saturation, dark tone colors, which suggests they lack energy and are depressed. People with anxiety disorder are more likely to choose cool colors, expressing a need for stability and security. Therapists can capture the emotions that are not easy to express through the patient's color preference and carry out targeted psychological counseling on this basis. Color choices analysis not only reveal emotional states but also provides effective emotion regulation pathways, such as guiding patients to gradually expose themselves to warm or bright colors, promoting emotional transformation and self-recovery. Emotional expression means the color is like a silent language in emotional expression, which can convey complex and delicate emotions and help people express those inner worlds that are difficult to describe in words. Each color carries a specific psychological image, such as red conveys passions and vitality, blue brings tranquility and comfort, and gray represents melancholy and depression. Color provides a nonverbal way to express emotions, allowing individuals to visually present emotions and avoid the distress and limitation in verbal expression. In art therapy, color becomes an important medium for patients to express themselves. When patients choose color, they are actually communicating their inner states and emotional needs through color, which is often unconscious and therefore more believable. For example, using bright yellow may represent inner hope and warmth, while black may symbolize sadness or stress. In the process of creation or painting, color provides patients with a safe emotional outlet so that they can gradually release the emotions in their hearts and silence its expression and obtain psychological relief and self-understanding. Through the silent language of color, emotions can be expressed naturally, becoming a bridge to the inner world. Now, I will talk about a real life example of how color is closely related to emotions, especially in art therapy. A patient who has been depressed for a long time participated in an art therapy section. In these first few sections, his work was dominated by gray, dark blue, and black, with a dull tones and a sense of solitude and closure. This choice of colors reflects his inner depression and lack of vitality in life. He confessed to his therapist that he had a hard time feeling hope and often felt consumed by emotions. During this period, the gray color became a silent expression of his depression. As the therapy process progressed, the therapist gradually encouraged him to incorporate some brighter colors into his work, experimenting with warm tones to express emotional shifts. At first, he felt resistant, believing that the colors had nothing to do with him. But after a few attempts, he started experimenting with adding some pale yellow and light green. Whenever warm colors are used, the therapist directs him to associate positive memories and moments of hope. Over time, his work gradually became more colorful, from a predominantly gray color palette to a pale blue, light green, and soft yellow. The change of color allows him to gradually experience the change of emotions and reflects the hope and security that gradually emerge in his heart. In this process, color becomes the language of his inner emotions, from the initial repressions of gray and black to the warm brightness after adding warm colors. This not only helps him better understand his emotions, but also promotes the release and transformation of emotions through the expression of color. This case illustrates the deep meaning of color in art therapy, which is not only a visual presentation, but also an external reflection of the patient's emotional changes, helping them to inconsciously achieve emotional relief and inner healing. In the application of color in art therapy, color plays an important role in psychotherapy as a tool for emotional expression and healing. Color is not only a visual presentation, but also a carrier of emotions, which can silently convey the inner state of an individual. Each color carries unique psychological cues, such as red inspires vitality and energy. Blue brings calm and smoothing, and green symbolizes hope and life. Through the selection and use of color, patients can naturally express their inner emotions and release suppressed emotions. In art therapy, color becomes a medium of patients to express themselves and explore their hearts. When a person is depressed or anxious, verbal communication may be restricted, and color provides an emotional outlet that does not need words. Through painting, color matching, and etc., patients unconsciously project their inner pain or stress onto color, and then achieve emotional release. The healing effect of color lies in the fact that it is not just a passive expression, but also a positive regulation of emotions. For example, using warm tones can help patients feel warm and supported, while cool tones can provide a sense of calm and security. The healing power of color lies in the fact that it provides a safe way to release emotions and allow individuals to gradually re-establish their mental balance surrounded by color. In this way, color becomes a healing tool, allowing the individuals to find comfort and self-discovery in the silent expression of emotions. The patient expresses his inner state through the choices and use of colors, which is a common and effective way of expressing emotions in art therapy. Colors are closely linked to emotions on a subconscious level, and patients often naturally reflect their current emotion states and psychological needs when choosing colors. For example, patients may unconsciously choosing gray or cool colors, suggesting depression, anxiety, or loneliness. Bright, warm tones often represent a return to positive emotion, hope, and vitality. In the process of painting or color filling, patients release suppressed emotions with the help of color and can even unconsciously show indescribable emotions in their hearts. By observing and analyzing these color choices, therapists can gain insights into the patient's emotional direction and find the inner emotions bright spots. This color selection process becomes part of the patient's communication with themselves, a bridge between them to explore, express, and understand their inner world. As the treatment progresses, the therapist can encourage the patients to experiment with different colors, thus leading to emotional transformation and psychological self-regulation. Through the expression of color, patients can not only perceive their own emotion states, but also gradually find a way to heal themselves under the guidance of color and enhance their psychological resilience and emotional management ability. Color acts as a channel for emotional release in therapy, healing patients release inner emotions, relieve stress, and improve self-perception through visual expression. Many patients often struggle to articulate complex emotions in words, and color serves as an intuitive way to freely explore and vent emotions in a nonverbal environment. For example, choosing a bright red or warm color may mean that they are covering passions or anger. Gray or dark blue, on the other hand, may suggest depressed and sad emotions. By using the exploring color, patients not only release their accumulate emotions but also gradually develop a keen awareness of their own emotions. This expression of color helps patients build a deeper sense of self and thus a more accurate understanding of their own state of mind. With the release of emotions and the improvement of self-perception, color can also help patients from positive emotions connection, promoting them to find a comfortable and balanced psychological state guided by color. Color is not only a tool for expression in this process, but also an important medium for patients to achieve emotional awareness and self-healing. Choosing shades based on emotional and psychological needs can help individuals better regulate their emotions and meet their inner needs. Different shade has a specific emotions orientation psychologically, and through conscious color selection, people can influence their emotional states and create an atmosphere that suits specific psychological needs. For example, relieve anxiety and stress, and energize and boost the vitality, enhance concentration and creativity, and also relieves depression and enhance emotional expression, and finally promote the self-reflection and emotional stability. Choosing the right shade is not just for the sake of aesthetics, but also a response to psychological needs. With the in-depth development of the integration of psychology, technology, and art, its roles in emotional regulation, psychological rehabilitation, and self-exploration will be more diverse and scientific. For example, personalized color therapy plan is very important, and also combining the virtual reality and augmented reality technologies, and then a combination of color and biofeedback. And also, the color therapy supported by the neuroscience and the multidisciplinary collaboration and cross-cultural application. Anyway, the application of color in art therapy has both prospects, and with the progress of science and technology and the deepening of psychological research, the healing function of color will be used more scientifically. Thank you for watching, and in the next video, I will talk about the psychological basis of color and emotions.